Mate, this fight will be pretty much 6 months to the day since your fight with Fabio Wardley. How do you look back on it now?
Just learn from it. Lessons, experience. Gained a lot of experience, performing under the bright lights in front of a massive crowd. Um, and they were all his supporters. So, I've taken a lot from it, and I don't look at it as a loss. I look at it as a win-win for me. My stocks went up. I gained a lot of fans over that side of the world. So I'm looking forward to getting back over there and performing back over. Like, I have messages from people over there saying, "Can't wait for you to come back and fight over here." So get this next fight out of the way and hopefully back in the rankings and back to some big fights.
Do you, in a way, kind of rue the decision maybe not to get on your bike those last few rounds, given you were so far ahead?
I could have just done that. I was ahead by that much. It's just the way it went, man. Like, I wish I could change it, but hopefully I can get a rematch with him. Just got to work my way back up.
Physically, we know you went into that fight sort of maybe a bit underdone, had a few things going on. How did you recover from that, and how are you now?
I'm good now. I had another operation after that with my nerve in my bicep, but everything's been good. I'm fit, I'm healthy, and can't wait to get back out there under the bright lights again and performing in front of my people.
What was the first thought when you heard Kiki Leutele's name come up?
Yeah. Look, it's still a tough fight. It's heavyweight boxing. All it takes is one punch, and I think that proved it in my last fight. I was ahead by so much, but it just took one punch. So, I got to be switched on and just go out there and fight my fight.
Do you think you can do it more emphatically this time?
I think I can. He hasn't fought in a while, and I've been busy, so that'll probably play a part in how the fight goes. But I've also learnt a lot from our last fight. I've gained a lot of experience, and I'm ready to go. Like, I just want to stay busy and obviously, like I said, work my way back up and try and get that rematch with Fabio.
What did you make of Fabio Wardley's fight with Joe Parker? Were you surprised with how it went?
Mate, I was sitting there screaming for Parker. I wanted him to win so bad, but that's just the way it is over there. I feel like the stoppage was a little bit early, but the ref's got to do his job, and I feel like that fight really, made me think like I'm up on that level. Like, I belong up there with those guys, and especially someone like Joe Parker, who has fought most of those top 10 guys and has beaten them. It's given me more motivation for myself to keep pushing, and I know I'm not that far off from getting those big fights.
Having been in there with Fabio, how did you think that fight with Joe Parker would go?
Oh, I thought Parker would have wiped him out, and I just think he was a little bit too heavy. I thought he would wipe him out of there in the first couple of rounds, but I feel like he got tired after the first couple of rounds, and then, I felt like he made Fabio look like Fabio was a decent boxer, but when I was in the ring with Fabio, I didn't think he was a decent boxer at all, so it was good to see. Like, obviously, it just goes to show styles make fights, and obviously devastated for Parker, but I'm sure he'll bounce back and have another crack.
Both yourself and Joe came up short against Fabio. Is that potentially a trans-Tasman fight that we could see?
Could be, possibly. It would be massive on this side of the world. So you never know. I think we're just we've both got to just rebuild and obviously work our way back up the ranks, and I'm sure it would make for a massive fight in the future.
Where do you think a win over Kiki Leutele leaves you?
It puts me back in the rankings, so like I said, I just got to work my way back up now. It's just crazy, like you lose one fight and you drop out of everything. So it's back to square one and working my way back up.
Do you worry that fight with Fabio, given you look so good until the finish, that the guys won't want to fight you, and particularly now that you don't have a ranking, as you say?
Potentially, but I'm sure like for the right money, anyone's gonna fight. So I got a good team behind me, and they want to see me succeed. I want to see myself succeed. So we're just gonna keep pushing till we get back to the top.
Fighting on another Jai Opetaia undercard in the Gold Coast, they're always big nights. How exciting is that?
Very exciting, especially to be performing back in front of my home fans. That's massive to me. I was kind of lost when I walked out to all of his fans over in Ipswich, and no one was there to support me. Like I had maybe 10 people there sitting in my corner, and then the rest was just all yelling Fabio. Like it was just the way they get behind their people over there is next level, and hopefully we can have that here on the Gold Coast December 6th.